Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy Six Pass Dunga back again with another video. And as you guys can see on the screen, you guys know why I'm here. We're about to do another reaction video. So if you've been living under a rock, or you may not have been caught up with my channel, it's okay, it's okay. We have a lot of new people coming in and out every single day, but every now and then, maybe like once a week, I react to up and coming Boruto content creator, the ones that I enjoy watching anyway, because I feel like this is one of the best communities I've been a part of in a very long time. And as I'm growing in the community, I feel like I should try to make a way for other content creators that are just as talented, if not more talented than me, get their content out there and start to grow their own fan base. And as you guys requested last video, I reacted to a YouTuber called Hikageyo. I think that's his name. And his videos were pretty dope. So we're gonna try to do the same thing today. Ru is a highly requested content creator, and I know him because just between me and you, I find Ru's videos to be the most aesthetically pleasing out of everyone I watch, even the bigger content creators. I don't know if it's just a personal thing, I just like his editing style. And if you guys don't know what I mean, you're gonna see very, very soon. So I don't think I should dilly-dally any longer. We're just gonna hop right into the video. Konohamaru is gone. Boruto TBV VORTEX chapter 21. It looks like a chapter 21 prediction video, which I do need to get mine off, so I guess this is like a kill two birds with one stone type of video. So yeah, throughout the video, you're just gonna hear a lot of my opinions about chapter 21 and what I think is gonna go on in it. So yeah, without further ado, Ru, I'm gonna leave the link to his channel down below in the description. Also, I'm gonna put it in the top right hand corner of your screen. I think I'm pointing to it. If I'm not, I'm sorry, but it's top right. But anyway, let's hop into the video.
Love, one of the most recurring themes of Boruto that truly shaped the events of the last chapter to the core.
Yeah.
From Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan reawakening due to her desire to help Boruto, to Yodo practically sacrificing herself to save Shinki, and also the dynamic between Konohamaru and Matsuri, the entire chapter was shaped by love. Now, while we have discussed the potential abilities of Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan abilities being some form of Kamui or simply a controlled black hole, I wanted to discuss the other main event that occurred in the last chapter, Konohamaru vs Matsuri. In the last chapter, we get the fated battle between Konohamaru and the SHINJU of Moegi, Matsuri, a battle constructed under the pretense of love.
A battle that should be over right now if Konohamaru didn't sell, but I guess because of love, yeah, we're here. I really don't know what's going to happen to him. He's gotten multiple chances, to be honest. Konohamaru has had multiple chances, and you guessed it, every single one of those chances were blown. So here we are.
In actuality, it was to manipulate and destroy. In the first half, it definitely didn't go so well. Konohamaru was stupid. But in the last chapter, Konohamaru showed promise and actually managed to fight back against being devoured.
Yeah.
But sadly, according to JURA, because of love, Konohamaru fell prey to doubts and let victory slip from his grasp. The 21st chapter teases what might potentially become of Konohamaru.
Doubt, like I don't get it. What was he doubting here? I don't understand it. He couldn't have been doubting himself whether he was doing the right thing or not. That couldn't have been a thing. That couldn't have been the thought that crossed Konohamaru's mind. Matsuri is a SHINJU. You have to get her out of here. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't know what Konohamaru was thinking, but a lot of people don't like this. This is one of the craziest blunders I've seen in a minute. And I understand how the chapter's theme is love. I mean, the chapter is literally called Because of Love. So a lot of things in that chapter happen, quote unquote, because of love. As I mentioned in my last video, we got the whole situation between Konohamaru and Matsuri, as you guys can see right here. We got the situation with Sarada awakening her Sharingan, or reawakening her Mangekyou Sharingan. But with Konohamaru, it is kind of different, because unlike Matsuri, Konohamaru does not love her. Like, he does not love her. If anything, he would love Moegi. And if he really loved Moegi, he would have to just swallow all of his feelings and do whatever he can to kill Matsuri and get that Thorn Soul, therefore saving Moegi. If he truly loved her, that is. I'm just saying, it would have made more sense for Konohamaru to lock in to save the one he loves, fully knowing and comprehending in his mind that this isn't Moegi. It is a Shinju, a divine tree, which must be dealt with no matter how you put it. So if Konohamaru can't finish the job, somebody else is going to do it in his place. Either way, she's going to die. In the end, she's not going to live. So I don't understand why Konohamaru just held back for a second. That little close-up while she was saying his name is cute, but I don't think it's a reason to just doubt yourself to the degree where you would just stop trying to kill her. Like, it's so mind-boggling when you really think about it, but I digress. Let's keep going. It is what it is. He sold.
Will he prevail? Will he die? Or will this be a chance for Boruto to finally step in?
As always,
let's find out.
We'll see.
But before we even try to look for the possibility of the ray of light of hope for Konohamaru, I don't think
Boruto's stepping in.
Thoughts on what the outcome of the Konohamaru situation might be in the next chapter. Like this video. Let's see if we can get 70 likes on this video. And
hey, yeah, like the video
for high quality videos. Just
70
like
likes. Hold on, 70 likes. He said 70 likes, right? He's at 40 likes right now. Hey, if you like the video, if you leave a like on this video, go in the comment section and say Six Paths Dunga sent me, man. Go ahead, show nothing but love, bro. Go ahead and get him the 70 likes right here. We gonna do it. When was this video uploaded? A day ago? Matter of fact, try to get him to 100, bro. I know 60 people is gonna watch this video. Within the first 30 minutes, 60 people is gonna watch this video. Go over here and leave a like, man. The link is in the description. Go ahead.
Now, while the main event of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 20 was definitely the reawakening of Sarada's immense ability, there was just something about the dynamic of Konohamaru and Matsuri that almost made it as iconic as the main focus of the chapter. From the art
oh
to
my god,
to
there's no way he sold this,
it was definitely a beautiful part of the chapter.
This, son,
JURA,
this.
like, that's how beautiful it was. But sadly, beauty doesn't last forever. In fact, this very event could be the death of Konohamaru in the next chapter. While Konohamaru managed to fool Matsuri to deliver the final blow, Matsuri,
if it is, he had it coming,
causing him to stop in his tracks, which led to us seeing Matsuri ready to strike again. And then it cut to Yodo getting a hole in her chest. And that was pretty much the end of the chapter for Konohamaru. But
everybody's getting screwed up, bruh. You got Yodo getting turned into a donut. You got Konohamaru selling. Well, in Yodo's case, I could see her just being a catalyst to Sarada reawakening her MS. But Konohamaru, this was totally avoidable. Now, in chapter 21, I don't think Boruto is going to join in the battle just yet. The whole purpose of him staying away from the battle is so they don't just die. You mean JURA pulls up, it's completely over. I mean, come on now. So I don't think there's a possible way for Boruto to join up in this fight. Even if it's just a clone, it's still too dangerous to risk it, because if JURA pulls up, he's going to kill everybody without any second guesses. So this is a situation where you're just gonna have to let Sarada handle the rest. Yodo basically risked her life for this reason. So you have Sarada revealing this new crazy ability. I want her to be the one to take Ryu down. Now, even Koji said it himself, that Sarada and the others will take down Ryu and then rendezvous with Konohamaru to take down Matsuri. So I'm still gonna bet on that happening, just like Koji said. I'm just gonna take his word for it that Sarada is just gonna somehow defeat Ryu with the help of her MS, and then they're just gonna go help out Konohamaru. Anything could happen in between that, but whatever happens, I don't think Boruto coming to Sunagakure is in the works. I can see Kawaki joining in way before I see Boruto joining in. And if Kawaki joins in with his limiters off, it'll be no reason for Boruto to show up, because I anticipate Kawaki having enough power to just solo Ryu or Matsuri without any concept of difficulty at all.
I don't really believe so. While it does seem like a narrow escape for Konohamaru at best, he somewhat has multiple options, if we think more broadly, that is. Now, one of my first beliefs as to how he could save himself immediately would simply be him using the technique Wind-style Rasen Barrier. Obviously, this technique is primarily used as a shield, somewhat similar to the Zephyr shield that the Mujino
that's a good attack.
That's also a Wind-style technique, by the way. But I believe that Konohamaru is stronger simply because it compresses the fundamental of a Rasengan. We've seen him use it against Hidari in his first battle to protect himself, and also in the second battle to block Hidari's Chidori.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting technique.
Power and strength to prevent him from becoming a part of the Donut Club like Yodo, RIP. But that's only going to happen for now, because even if this saves Konohamaru, he's still in a vulnerable state. It's somewhat a mystery if he can deal with her himself, considering the fact that he already has a certain amount of injuries already. So if he can't go on in this battle, we could see him get support soon, reinforcements from other ninja teams. Now, like I said in recent videos, what better team to deal with Matsuri than Team 10? I've said a lot of times in recent videos that the Inoshikacho trio are basically linked to Matsuri through Moegi. Even Matsuri said in the 5th chapter that she can feel the rage of Team 10 and Konohamaru. So while Konohamaru is definitely her target, Moegi's clone Matsuri still has some form of attachment to Team 10. But then again,
hey, but is Inojin okay? I mean, I understand he was healed by Himawari, but didn't Sakura say something about his chakra flow being disrupted? But if he is ready to go, then yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Team 10 fight along Konohamaru. I mean, as long as their opponent is not JURA, I suppose, then it should be no problem. But as far as reinforcements go, I could say you have Team 10. Team 10 is an option for sure. And then you have Kawaki and Delta, them two just always being together. I mean, it makes sense. So, what do you want in this situation? You definitely want Kawaki and Delta. I mean, that's a surefire way to stay alive, but Team 10 is not a bad choice at all. Like, if you're strictly just trying to hold out until Sarada joins the fight, then yes, Team 10 is cool. But if you just want to say, you know what, Matsuri, you gotta go, and that's it, Kawaki, you have to pull up. Because if you were to ask me, is there a world where I see Team 10 and Konohamaru defeating Matsuri? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. And that's not me undermining anybody's strength. I'm just not gonna underestimate any of the Shinju. I would be a complete fool to do that. So excuse me if I don't think Konohamaru and Team 10 could defeat one of the Shinju. It's probably not gonna happen. So at that point, you're probably just waiting for Sarada and the others to finish up with Ryu.
If you think about it, these attachments, other than Konohamaru's, might be attributed to Matsuri's tree or roots as she calls it. Also, this tree might play a role in helping Matsuri in this battle. But in all honesty, all we really know about it is that it's some form of sensory ability linked to Matsuri, as stated by Yodo in the 17th chapter. And she's right about that. Because if we check out Moegi's feats in the data books, she has amazing sensory ninjutsu, so that could apply to how she was able to feel Team 10's rage and despair. But either way, I believe the best team to help Konohamaru as reinforcements would be Team 10.
I do think that might just be a Shinju thing other than just a Moegi thing. The Shinju's ability to just feel raw emotion. We already know the Shinju itself, all their emotions are slightly connected. That's why JURA was seen crying in chapter 19 after Matsuri was so hurt by Konohamaru. That right there might be just a dead giveaway that their emotions and their feelings are connected in a way. So wouldn't be surprised if they shared some type of feelings with their original counterpart. And despite that, I think all the Shinju just have high sensory abilities. And everything is connected through chakra. So yeah, that's the way the Shinju are able to feel these emotions, through chakra alone. But I don't think that's really important. I'm just talking, wasting time. Let's just continue with the video.
For the sake of vengeance, that is. Except, that's another problem. Oh boy. Team 10 is currently dead. Well, not really. In the 10th chapter of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, as Inojin of Team 10 recklessly charged at JURA in an attempt to save Himawari, he got donuted just like Yoda. And although he was saved by getting hit by Himawari with Kurama's chakra, the last time we saw him was in the hospital, unconscious.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Sakura. So this, I believe, would be the only reason as to why they can't go, to support Konohamaru as reinforcement. But then again, that happened in chapter 10. We're in chapter 20 now.
Yeah, that happened in chapter 10. But in chapter 14, he was still shown to be in the hospital, unconscious and everything. So I don't know. I don't know if they would deploy him as soon as he got out the hospital to the land of Wind. I don't know who would give that a go unless they was really, really desperate. Which they're probably not. They have a lot of other shinobi they can send. So I don't know if Team 10 would be the pick. But just speaking narratively, like the narrative, Konohamaru and Team 10 being Moegi's subordinates, they all work together to save their sensei and Konohamaru save his lifelong friend. I get that, yeah, that's a dope narrative to go along. But logically, it just doesn't make too much sense to me. So that's the only reason I would say that probably wouldn't happen. Chapter 21 is mainly just going to focus on Sarada's battle with Ryu. showcasing her new MS abilities. I mean, if we're really lucky, we can see a Susanoo. Wait, if we're really lucky, I mean, come on, like, it's an MS. Sarada showing off her MS abilities. We're gonna at least see a Susanoo ribcage or something like that. Like, come on, bro, come on. Like, oh, you can already see the cover right here. The cover of chapter 21 is gonna be Sarada. No if, ands, or but, no doubt about it. It's gonna be Sarada. I wouldn't even have to ask that this month. Who do you guys think is gonna be the cover? No, it's gonna be Sarada. But throughout the chapter, we might get a little back and forth of Konohamaru and his situation, which I'm not too interested in anymore. I mean, that situation has been long overdue. I'm ready for that just to go away. Either they're gonna fight or not, because at this point there's no way Konohamaru can just come back from this, you know what I mean? He was able to smooth talk his way to keep Matsuri from devouring him, but not anymore. It's completely over. You either fight or Matsuri just wins, or somebody comes to help Konohamaru. Something happens in that situation, and it's not gonna be talking. It's not gonna be talking. But mainly as of now, chapter 21 is gonna be focused on Sarada alone. And like I said, if we're lucky, we're not only gonna see her MS abilities, but we might be able to see some Susanoo action.
10 chapters since Inojin got smoked, and 6 chapters since he got proper treatment from Sakura. Even Sakura herself said that as soon as she gets his chakra flow undisrupted, he'll become conscious again. And since it's probably been like 3 to 5 days since he was in the hospital due to the fact that it takes exactly 3 days to get to the Hind Sand, you would assume that Inojin would probably be awake by now, and maybe even ready to hit the battlefield again.
Chill,
but
that's
also
crazy.
Assuming that it let him
right out the hospital is crazy.
But if this turns out not to be the case, we could also consider Kawaki. I feel like this is self-explanatory. Kawaki pulls up at the end, showing off his abilities with his limiters.
Damn, this
off,
image
but
is
then
hella
again,
deep
I feel
fried.
like Kawaki pulling up at the last minutes would be pointless, somewhat unneeded. If Kawaki becomes at least as powerful as Boruto with his limiters off, what's the point of going to the battlefield when the battle is damn near wrapped up?
At
Sarada's
least
MS could definitely
he might surpass
with
him.
support from Mitsuki, and Konohamaru for now isn't in a completely bad spot if he uses wind style Rasen barrier. While the only person I believe it would help is Konohamaru, considering that it would just be the same situation as to when he pulled up to defeat Hidari with the final blow at the last moment of the battle, it would exhibit almost nothing about how strong Kawaki would be.
Yeah, it's not good.
It would
We doing this, like, this happened because we knew Kawaki had no place in this battle. I think we could all agree if Kawaki pulled up a little bit earlier, he gets washed by Hidari. It's probably not even close. Kawaki doing this is equivalent to like you're playing a shooting game and your teammate comes to steal your kill. You know what I mean? Kawaki just stole Boruto's kill right here. He came and took all the shine. That's all he really did. I would say though, he was very important to this fight, because if not, Hidari was just gonna go back into his little 10 tails dimension and heal right up. So Kawaki's Sukuna Hikona is very valuable in a fight against the Shinju. So that's another reason he could just pull up, to just use his eye, his Kokugan, whatever you want to call it, to shrink the claw marks so they can't get away or retreat. That's the last thing you want to happen. Sarada and whoever else has Ryu on the brink of defeat, but then Ryu escapes through the claw marks. Like, that's no. You do want Kawaki to show up and shrink the claw marks to make it so they can't retreat. That's how you get rid of the Shinju. So that alone is a good reason for Kawaki to show up. And Kawaki also gives Boruto a route to show up if he wants to. So let's say Boruto shows up, he defies Kashin Koji's wishes, he pulls up the Tsunagakure using FTG or whatever, and then, you know, JURA pops out of the woodworks. If Kawaki shows up, you then have a fully rested Boruto alongside a newly awakened Kawaki versus JURA. You go ahead and roll the dice and you just see what you're working with, you know what I mean? But that's only if Boruto shows up. You probably don't need Boruto to show up right now. There's no reason for him to show up right now. I feel like everything is still gonna go the way Koji intended it to go. But just speaking hypothetically, if Ikimoto wants Boruto to join up in the battle, JURA's definitely gonna show up. You can't have Boruto alone with JURA. You have to have someone that's at least as strong as Boruto or stronger, and that's where Kawaki comes in. So if Kawaki joins the battle, you can have Boruto join in if absolutely necessary. It probably won't be necessary, but if that's the direction the story goes, then yeah, cool. And I know I did talk about Boruto joining in like last chapter, but that was before Sarada revealed her MS, so I think Sarada got it right now. I really do. Can't have too many cooks in the kitchen.
So if Kawaki going is not ideal, why would it be for Boruto? It
Yeah,
wouldn't actually
exactly.
be ideal for Boruto to go either, honestly. Like I said, the battle is almost wrapped up. Sarada's MS might end it all. Not to mention Jura has practically placed a curse on the Uzumaki family, basically going after all of them, and will actually kill Boruto if he steps foot outside of his dungeon, or hideout. Why did I say dungeon? So yeah, Boruto going out to the battlefield is a bigger risk for Kawaki in all rights. Plus, there's no shock value in seeing Boruto in action anymore, at least compared to Kawaki.
Also, oh yeah, there is. Like really there is. Hey, there's always shock value in seeing Boruto fight. Nah, yeah, don't say that. There's always shock value in that. Let's say Boruto pops out, he uses a new technique, just like he used the Uzuhiko. That's still shock value in that. Boruto using the Uzuhiko for the, third time now? That's still shock value. There's still value in that. If he pulls up and then just pulls out like a vanishing Rasengan, the size of a damn giant Rasengan, there's shock value in that. If he pulls up a Hizura with a fireball jutsu, there's shock value in that. If he pulls up and uses purple lightning as a Chidori, there's shock value in that. You see what I'm saying? There is shock value in seeing Boruto fight, especially since we have not seen all of his new abilities. But that's just me being a fanboy. That's just me being a fanboy. Let the side characters get their shine. That's sure. Yeah, I guess.
If he really fears Jura's wrath, he would just use the Flying Raijin to go to the battlefield and Flying Raijin Konohamaru out of impeding danger. But actually, the main reason as to why I believe support from these characters wouldn't be all that necessary is because of Matsuri's current state. She only has like 1/3 of her body left to deal with. Support from almost
she can regenerate.
Gods would be
she can regenerate that.
But if she does find a way to heal herself,
she will
definitely be a problem once again. But what if this time Jura isn't a threat to Boruto going to the battlefield? In this scenario, I believe that Boruto's participation in this battle will be particularly dependent on Matsuri. More specifically, Jura's approval of Matsuri. Now, like I said before, Boruto's interference will provoke Jura's havoc upon the team. But right now, this could have changed specifically for Matsuri. You see, Matsuri could have killed Konohamaru by now. In fact, absorbing him shouldn't have taken that much time anyways. But she was doomed from the beginning due to her feelings of love for Konohamaru, which, as Jura said, gave Konohamaru an opening to destroy 2/3 of her body. This is what Jura feared. The Shinjus fall into the feelings and consequences of love. Matsuri has become a victim of the consequences of love, but to me, it's somewhat...
And that's why I said, just because of this fact alone, hey, if Naruto was in this situation, he could talk no jutsu to Shinju. I said it, man. If Naruto was here right now, he would be able to talk no jutsu to Shinju. As much as I see Naruto be able to talk no jutsu to greatest villains in the Narutoverse, he'll be able to talk no jutsu to Shinju. Easily. He has a way with words, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now would he be able to do it to Jura? Who knows? Like, who knows, bro? Jura's already like intrigued with knowledge. So as long as Naruto's able to spit some knowledge towards Jura, he might be able to influence his actions, perceptions of the world, his motives, his views, his ideals, something, you know what I mean? That's an interesting video I might be able to make. The title might just be Naruto with no diff to Shinju, but it's not gonna be him just no diffing it, because in a fight, I don't think it would fare well for him. But if we're just talking strictly like pulling off this type of plan against him, just trying to talk to them first, yeah, Naruto, yeah, sure. Hey, go ahead, pull off some talk no jutsu. Hey, we'll see how it goes.
So, as someone believed that in Jura's eyes, Matsuri is a lost cause. So the only way she can actually redeem herself is if she decides to choose wisely. Either one, she gives into the feeling of love and loses, or two, she overcomes love and doesn't hesitate in any more situations. If she goes for one, which could have been possible due to Konohamaru's touch, then Jura would have no choice but to care not for Matsuri's demise, therefore giving Boruto an opening chance for him to go kill off Matsuri, which is what Jura would have wanted for a victim of love. Example, energy. So in my opinion, at the end of the day, Boruto's arrival and Konohamaru's death really depends on the path that Matsuri would take, which would then influence Jura's decision to wreak havoc on Boruto for appearing on the battlefield. That might also be the reason as to why Koji said that now is not the time for Boruto to go and help, because Boruto needed an opening like this for him supporting them to be possible. So yeah,
I can see.
Has hope, and we
I feel him on that.
Than we think. But I'd like to know.
Now's not the time. There could be a time.
Thoughts in the comments below on how.
Okay. So another dope video by Ru. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Hey, great content, bro. Keep it going, dog. Keep it going just like this. The editing is magnificent. Commentary is good. You got some really interesting takes in there. Like I said, man, let me know what you guys thought about that last comment that he made. That was really interesting, where Caution Koji just said, like, wait, Boruto, now's not the time. Will there be a time for Boruto to join in the battle? If you think so, let me know when you think that will be. And also, let me just know your thoughts and comments for chapter 21. Like, hey, put some predictions down below in the comment section. The hot takes video for chapter 21 will be out maybe like Friday. You guys know we're gonna be getting the sneak peek around like 7 days before the actual chapter drops. So that might be around the 13th. Isn't the chapter coming out on the 20th this month? Yeah, I just double checked. It's coming out on the 20th. So that means we're gonna be getting the sneak peek around the 13th or the 14th. You know, they're not always accurate with the releases. But yeah, it'll be out before then. Trust me. But anyway, shout out to Ru. Like I said, the link to his channel will be down below in the description. So make sure you guys go check him out. Get this video to 100 likes. We're gonna go way past his like goal. We're gonna try to get 200 likes, man. We're gonna see if we got it like that. I hope we do. Do we have it like that? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, let me know who I should react to next down below in the comment section. And remember, if you like the video and you want to see more like this, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you know whenever I upload or go live for chapter spoilers. And until my next one, I'll see you boys and girls later. And I'm out. Peace.